Hello again, all my Grant gaming friends. How are you? Welcome to another episode of GPA Grant Prep Academy. Hey, I'm Dr. AJ Austin. If you didn't know, now you know. Welcome back. I've had a nap. Seriously considering coffee. No, that's a mistake if I want to sleep again tonight. So I'll just think about it instead. How are you? Come in. Say hello as I take a big stretch. Still in the bed, child. Hey, y'all. So, if you were here with us earlier, we did my live about an hour earlier because I had a doctor's appointment during the time that I'm usually here with you live. And I'm glad I did it that way. We had some people join us in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. They've already gotten their login access codes, the link to get started, their welcome packet, the videos, the books, the list of grants, the interviews with grant winners, and the other goodies that are coming. One of them I'm sharing with you guys today. Let's chat, though, first. If you're new here, let me know. Say, hey, Miss Carter, in the chat. My name is Dr. AJ Austin. I am creator of this here page, Black Women in Grants. 67,000 plus of you angels are here with us. If you don't follow the page, go ahead and follow the page. I don't see why not. Minus well. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, I try to hang out with you guys if I don't have a doctor's appointment, that is. I suffer from severe anemia, fainted twice, 2 blood transfusions, 7 injections, and for the past 3 weeks, been going for blood, what do you call it? Labs. Gotta go next week, y'all. So, what that means is, when I wake up from my naps, like right now, I be having second winds. I be having a little energy. So I come spend it with y'all, answer your questions about grants. So you got to chat with me. You got to engage. You got to be quick because my energy be like, chill, I'm going to go back to sleep real quick. Hello, Ashley Rankin, a $10,000 L'Oreal Beauty Grant winner. How are you, girl? Good to see you. Welcome. So you guys say hello in the chat and let me know what you do in your business really quick if you would like. If not, child, we can dive in. I got some stuff to share with y'all. Hey, Renee, how you doing? Welcome. So come in, let's chat. I hope y'all ain't multitasking because that's rude. Speak when you come in. Chat with me. I usually charge for these types of workshops, right, Ashley? People pay me. And I'm doing this to pour back into your business. This is part of our mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com, where I come in and answer questions for our mentees, both current, present, and potential. Past as well, because some of y'all sign up and I ain't heard from you. You've been a ghost for about a year. Welcome back. Again, I'm Dr. AJ Austin. I've won over $63,000 in grants and grant funded opportunities. I just put together this list that's been on my heart since lunch. And it's really, really good. I have 52 reasons, themes, areas that grants really be granting grants. Y'all want to talk about it? Or do y'all want to talk about my list? I'll share one thing from my other list of what should be on every small business grant application. Let's take a vote real quick. If you answer the question first, you win. So do you want option 1? Me to tell y'all some of these 52 reasons that grants really be granting grants? Or do y'all want option B? I know what I did there. And me tell you one of the things from my list as to what you should have on every small business grant application. Renisha won. She said number 1, so we're going to go with number 1. Renisha, pick a number. Option B. I like how you followed my brain logic. Option 1 and option B. We're going to do both eventually, so that means y'all got to join this page. Turn them notifications on. Like that page. Let my Atlanta accent come out real quick. Y'all, I had such a ghetto experience yesterday, and it was all on me. You know, you find yourself in places or situations, you'd be like, I did this to myself. I'll tell y'all about it if I remember later. Hey, girl. Hey, mom. Love the queen. Look at the queen. 3. Okay, let's do 3. So 3 really goes into detail about 1 through 4. So I'm just letting you know 3 is really a multiple choice answer. So let me explain this. So we're in the private sector. So let me back up. Hey, y'all. Welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, winner of grants, $63,000 plus in my professional life. My personal life, I've won over $1 million. So ask me anything, and I'll tell you if I want to answer it. Option 2B, over at blackwomeningrants.com, we have a year-long mentorship program. Some of our mentees are here, where you can come train with us for a full year for only $97. We have 300 women in the program. We've won over $181,000 in grants and grant funded opportunities. I'm sharing this with you because that could be you, but you play it. This could be us, but you tripping. Check out blackwomeningrants.com. Come join us. I'm telling you this as well. Just establish a little credibility. Thank you, Renisha. Thank you for the roses. Okay. I'm sharing this as well because we're in the private sector of the grants that we win, which kind of means this. This is my own definition. Okay, you heard it here first. We win grants that have been undergirded by large corporations, associations, and organizations, as well as financial institutions. Big banks like Regions and Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Chase. Have y'all heard of any of these? I'm trying to think of some more banks. I think that was enough banks. Then you got big corporations like Office Depot, Office Max, Target, Walmart. I almost said TJ Maxx. I don't know. I wonder if they got something going on over at TJ Maxx. Who else? Verizon, AT&T. I'm trying to think. Brain is just blanking. Have y'all heard of any of these organizations though? Like, have you invested in any of them? Spent a little money with them? They in your hood somewhere? Your community? Y'all better say something or I'm going to hang up. I swear. Y'all better talk. Hello. Have y'all ever heard of any of those organizations? Okay. Thank you, Kanisha, for saving the day. I ain't going to hang up. I asked that because this is where our funding comes from. So you'll see in partnership with and sponsorship with, etc. This is for those of you who have never won a grant, never looked for a grant, never applied for a grant yet. Okay. And if you're like anything this morning on our live, people were like, how do I start? Where do I start? I've never won a grant. You better be paying attention and taking notes. Okay. All right. So I gave you a little background on we're in the private sector. This is for Black women, for-profit, small business owners. I don't care that you have a nonprofit. I don't care that you're looking for grants for nonprofits. I don't care that you're a white woman or a Black man. I won't know it unless you tell me on this live, even though I can see everybody on this live. So shouts out. I can call y'all out if you would like. But for now, I'm going to give you a chance to chat with me in the chat and ask me some questions when we go through our list. So with me sharing that we're in the private sector, we're in the for-profit sector, most of our grants, this is before anyone says, is there a grant for real estate? What about a grant for daycare? What about a grant for, what about? Instead of thinking, is there a grant for my business? We flip that question on its head and we make it a statement. There is a grant for my business. But guess what? Let me see y'all put that in the chat first, if you believe that. Instead of saying, is there a grant for my business? Have you ever seen a grant for a notary business? This bit, y'all be naming everything. Truck drivers, daycare center owners, group homes, senior citizen spa services. Let me see who's is anybody listening? Is there anybody here? Thank you, Her Majesty. Love it. Thank you, Renisha. I'm saying Kanisha and Renisha and just remixing it. Hey, Dr. Joyce, welcome back. Okay. So I shared that because instead of asking, is there a grant for my business? You're turning into a statement. There is a grant for my business, period. Let me tell you why. It's not just for your business, meaning it's not just for the type of business that you have, or also known as your category or your sector on small business grant applications. They kind of don't care, even though that's one of the listings in our 50 plus reasons people grants. We'll get to that in a minute. So 1 through 4 on my list of 52 reasons that grants, say that 3 times fast, is number 1, they really give it for who you are. Black. Any Black people in the house? Let me know in the chat. Number two, you can get a grant for being a black woman. Number three, you can get a grant for being a black woman for profit. Number four, you can get a grant for being a black woman for profit small business owner. Number five, you can get a grant for being a black woman for profit small business owner based in the United States. Number six, you can get a grant for being a black woman for profit small business owner based in the United States over the age of 18. Sometimes they say over 21. And number seven, you can get a grant, girl, for being a black woman for profit small business owner based in the United States over the age of 18 or 21 and owning at least 51% of your business. Who here meets all seven of those criteria? Let me know in the chat. Because Renisha says she wanted number three from our list, but number three was really like 7 parts. So here we go. Any black women, for-profit, small business owners based in the U.S. over the age of 18 or 21 and own at least 51% of your business. 51% means you are the boss. You make majority decisions. Can't no contracts be signed without you. No checks can't be cut without you. They want the boss applying for these grants because when it comes time to them sending you a check or a contract, you ain't got to check in with nobody because you run things. Y'all got it? Okay, so 3 of y'all out of 35. Everybody else on here, if you ain't talking, you're stalking. I know scammers on here. I know people come on here and try to hear what I teach and then go pass it off on their own. So we need to see some more talk back in this chat. Okay, I see everybody on here. As soon as I start calling them out, them numbers drop. So we're going to do that in a minute. Because y'all think I don't see y'all. Oh, stalkers be on here too. Hey, stalkers. Anyway, somebody else throw out another number. Let's see who could be first. Kamisha, what business you trying to start, girl? Let me know. Did y'all ever tell me your businesses in the chat? I only remember seeing one. So real quick, tell me your business in the chat. And then somebody throw out a number and let's talk about more. I see a beauty supply owner. That's Renisha. That's the only one I see. So y'all tell me about your business real quick. What is that business that you're trying to get a grant for? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, I only seen one. This way more than one. Look at them numbers drop. I love when them numbers drop. On here trying to be nosy, ear hustling. I see you. With your stealing self. I see trucking company, child care. Deb say she driving. And Deb, you typing too. Deb, you better be careful. I need to relaunch my hair company, Foreign Goddess Collection. Oh, I seen a 9. Okay, 9 is, we're going to do number 9 next. Registered child care, massage therapy, gift basket maker, and children event planner. Look at that. Okay. Number 9 on our list, while grants be granting grants. This is all about themes. That's why I told you we're in the private sector. So that's why I also say don't ask if there is a grant for your specific type of business. There will never, in my years of winning grants, I've never seen a grant for gift basket makers. However, who's the woman behind the gift basket makers? Marcy Devon. I'm going to just say all of them in French, okay? Is she black? Is she a woman? Is she for profit? Is she small business? Is she based in the United States? Is she over the age of 18 to 21? Does she own at least 51% of her business? Boom. There's a grant for that. Y'all see what I'm saying? Okay. Now, instead of asking me, is there a grant for, fill in the blank, we've turned it into a statement. There is a grant for blank because of who's behind the business. Somebody put number 9 in the chat. So number 9 on our list of 52 shows you that, let me break this down. Instead of looking for grants for your business, look for grants for themes. Let me give you an example. Number 9 says grants for projects that positively impact the culture. Y'all know what that means? Do it for the culture. So if you say, I help Black homeless veterans over the age of 50 that have been living on the streets for more than 5 years secure housing. Sound like you do it for the culture. I help Black women, small business owners, write business plans. Sound like you do it for the culture. I help Black women, for-profit small business owners find, apply for grants with confidence. Sound like you do it for the culture. Hair weave is for the culture. Apparently it's for everybody, child. They coming in beauty supply stores and everything. I own a beauty supply store on Martin Luther King Avenue. Sound like you do it for the culture, because MLK be in the culture. You see what I'm saying? Anybody here doing it for the culture? Let me know. That's one of the themes grants for. Sound like you do it for the culture. Okay, so your business doesn't have to be blackity black. Mine is, because that's who I am. But one of the things that grants for is people doing it for the culture. We could talk more about that. Somebody throw out another number. Let's see what else is on our list as far as themes that grant for. So some of this is not necessarily about getting a grant check per se, but if you could still have the opportunity to maybe do like some skill development for your business, or get a scholarship to go through a business training and development program, or get what's called like a service credit, where a company like Comcast, a cable company, will come out to your place of business and film you in action for a day, and you can use that as your commercial for future funding pitches. Would y'all be interested in stuff like that? Because those are the types of grants that we win and get access to, that's saving you money versus granting you a check. Kanisha said she would. Okay. And the reason I'm asking too is because more than likely, even if you win a grant check, a lot of your funding is going to go towards projects like this anyway. Website creation, etc. We can get more into it, but I just wanted y'all to know that there are a lot of opportunities to win grant funded opportunities. And again, it's more like a money saving type thing where you get like a service credit versus a grant in your mailbox or in your business bank account. But if you getting the same like professionally produced commercial, you was going to do that anyway. You was going to go buy you some new hair, eyelashes, shoes, red bottoms, a suit, and go to somebody's studio and flex real hard and do a photo shoot anyway. So why not come on in and get that professionally done through a service credit? Thank you, Ashley Rankin, our 10K winner. Can everybody say congratulations, Ashley? Ashley just won the $10,000 L'Oreal Beauty Grant. The theme of that grant was inclusivity in the beauty industry. Congratulations, Ashley. If you tried and never won a grant before, play along with us today. Might learn you something. Over at blackwomeningrants.com is my year-long mentorship. Ashley's one of our mentees. Just the other day, she got notified that she is a $10,000 richer winner in her business, thanks to L'Oreal and the NAACP. I interviewed Ashley and I picked her brain and I asked her questions about, girl, how you found out about this grant? What you say on the application? Why you think you won? What made you apply? Was you scared? Picked a brain for y'all. So check out blackwomeningrants.com to hear her interview when you join us in the mentorship. And let's keep talking. Who is going to throw out our next number? And let me tell you some more themes around why grants. And what this should be doing is making your light bulbs go off. Because a lot of times people hear the word grants, they think free money, quote unquote. And they're like, tell me where to go. How do I find a grant? I just want to win a grant. Hope I win the grant. I need a grant. I want a grant to save my business. If my business don't win a grant, we gonna go bankrupt. That ain't how this works, ma'am. But if you can get on to one of the themes of why grants, you're closer to understanding grants. Okay. Kanisha says 15. This is for those of you who have not started your business yet. Any startups in the house, that's what we call y'all. The business idea is still in your head. It's still on a piece of paper. It's still in your journal. It's still on your Baputa, as my little niece used to call computers when she was little. It's still in a stream of threads on one of your note apps. Stream of threads and email. Like, you just ain't done that with it, child. You ain't put it out there. You ain't made no money yet. You're in the pre-revenue stage. That's what they call it when you ain't made no money yet, but you're trying to get started. There are grants under the theme of helping startup businesses go from idea to launch and then scaling that idea. I was just reading one before I went live. They actually have a residency program in place where you literally move to the state where the program is being offered to help get your business idea launched. And so making that type of commitment under a grant funded opportunity is ideal for somebody who can do that. You feel me? You're starting to have a business plan done. Cool. Most grants don't ask for business plans. They'll ask for parts of it. Based on the numbers that we've shared so far off our list, do y'all have any questions for me? Thank you for the roses, Tiffany Latrice. That's my cousin's middle name. No, it ain't. It's Latisse. My bad. Glad she ain't on here. Oh, I do have another distant cousin. Her name is Latrice. Some of your grant. What that mean, Meekle? Let me know. What questions y'all got about anything we've shared? If you don't have a question, throw a number out there. Let's keep talking about my list of 52 themes that are grants. So my success rate, I've won over $1 million. Any other questions? Let me know. Thank you, Pepper, for the roses. Anybody else want to throw a number out there? Another question? We got time. You're welcome. You have an LLC business account. I need fund business plan. I don't understand that. Is that a question, a statement, a declaration, an affirmation, a prayer? What is that? Number 33. Girl, I got to read through my handwriting. You got deep in the list. Hold on, I got to find it. Introductions to corporate partners and investors. This is something that Ashley will be receiving. I think she just hopped off. So she just won the $10,000 L'Oreal 2024 Inclusive Business Grant sponsored by L'Oreal, the beauty brand, NAACP, and the Hispanic Foundation. And with that comes mentorship within the beauty industry. How incredible is that? Like, you can't even pay for opportunities like that I know of. And so 33 on our list, the reason grants like that, grants, is so they can introduce you to the higher level mentors, introductions to their corporate partners. Remember I said we're in the private sector, so we get funded by corporations, organizations, and associations. And so we are literally on Zoom calls with people who have influence in writing the check for the programs that we get in. So we meet the corporate partners. We get a chance to ask them questions, establish partnerships, hear about what's going on, coming up, how long they've been in partnership with the program they've sponsored. And they know our face, they know our name, they know our business, they know that we're benefiting from them sponsoring the grant. We also see them as investors for future opportunities to undergird like collaborations for our businesses. Y'all see how this works? So that's number 33. BlackWomenInGrants.com is how you come get mentorship from me for a year for only $97. There's a scholarship over there waiting on you, along with payment arrangements if you need that for the $97 investment. Thank you for asking. What other questions do you have, or what other numbers do you want to hear from our list? Is this helping you guys hear why grants for real? They're granted on this end in the for-profit arena for themes. So if you can get out of your head about, is there a grant for my business? I want to start my business. I want to buy some land. I want to come back. Tell yourself there is a grant. I ain't got to stress. There is money for what I want to do. And then I start with saying, okay, I'm black, I'm a woman, I'm for profit, I'm small business based in the US, over the age of 18 or 21, own 51% of my business or more. And I can jump on board with some of the themes that they're granting grants for. Grants. And so you're coming out of the mode of, is my sector, category, business type being awarded per se, but looking at the reasons grants are literally writing checks. And it's because businesses fall into this theme. For example, let me give y'all, where is the number? Let me see. Oh, I ran out of space, so I put it at the top. If you have a heart to help the youth, if you have, and this is considered what we call social impact, right? So your business doesn't necessarily have to serve in these areas, but if you do any type of volunteering or could see yourself donating a portion of your grant, maybe like 5 to 10% of the money that you win in a grant to these causes, you're more likely to stand out on a small business grant application. So youth services, public health, homelessness. I know somebody asked about that earlier. Working with girls and women, if you have a product or service that caters to them. Women's rights, equality, social justice, human rights, civil rights, military vets or spouses, or economic empowerment. These are a few of the social missions that really like pull on the heartstrings of a grant when you're telling the story. For example, Ashley, in her 10K application win for the L'Oreal grant, she factored in her social mission, which is youth services. She's already out doing the work before she gets the grant, helping young people in her community. And so she told the grant about that, and I'm sure that helped her grant application shine. So she was one of 40 people selected that got a $10,000 grant poured into her business, and she factored in her social mission, which is youth services, to help her application stand out. So that's one of our secret sauces when it comes to winning grants. I win grants for helping you guys, being on here answering questions. You know, I am in healing and recovery from 2 blood transfusions and 7 injections and a whirlwind over these last 60 days in my life. But I bring y'all with me in the hospital and everything, talking to you from the bed, looking crazy, in a robe, naked under my clothes, and answering questions about grants. Doing it as a give back to my community, leaving a legacy, educating, doing it for the culture. Y'all see how this works? Grants for that. I've won them, still winning them. Y'all get it? Are there any questions? Let me know. Any ahas, any takeaways? You're welcome, Renisha. Thank you for being here. Somebody put number 7. We already did 7. That's making sure you own at least 51% of your business. So when we went through number 3, that included 1 through 7 for real, because that's the basis of the types of grants that we win. So we're not looking at nonprofit grants. We're not looking at government grants. This is for-profit small business owners, Black women for-profit small business owners. And so that was part of it. Who else wants to throw out a number? Let's keep talking. Let's keep digging. Maybe this will give you more insight into the reasons why you should be applying for grants. And when you do apply, let them know, hey, I'm Black, I'm a woman, I'm for profit. You know, go down the list and also include some of the stuff that we're talking about. You got a heart for youth and helping and doing it for the culture and all those good reasons. What number should we do next? Who is going to win this round? Do you help set up the business from the beginning? No, ma'am. But we have partnerships with other programs that will gladly hold your hand and walk you through a lot of that. So part of that is complimentary with your mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. You're welcome. Is there a certain time of year the grants are mostly available? Grants are available every single month, all year. So just like we are turning the statement from, is there a grant for my business, to there is a grant for my business, there is always a grant available. So some people have said, is there a specific season for grants? Um, what's the time frame? Grants are always available. We turned that into a statement as well. We get a list over at blackwomeningrants.com in our mentorship every month. There's a list, there's a spreadsheet, and there's a database. And so what that means is every month a grant releases their applications. They open their applications, and they usually open it a minimum of 30 days. And that goes from them doing a press release talking about it, them sharing it on their social medias and in their newsletters, and partnering with other people to help them spread the word. And they give the applications time to get out there and for people to apply. And then they close the applications, and then they deliberate. They read the applications, decide who won. Then they alert the winners privately, usually. Then they do the public announcement. Then you do some paperwork, and then you receive your check. That could be up to like a 90-day process. So like Ashley's still in her process with L'Oreal. She got her tax forms in, and her other agreements that she's signing, showing what she's won and her responsibilities, their responsibilities through the grant gifted to her, getting the check. It's a process. So there's no quote unquote season or time frame as far as, only do it in December. Nope, we don't work on that time frame. That's more of the nonprofit side. So there is a grant always available. Hey, Liz, welcome back. What other questions do you guys have? Or does anyone else want to throw out a number on our 52? We ain't gonna do our 52 today, but I'm happy to chat with you guys. I'm really staying in the house till the sun goes down, and then I'm gonna go to Whole Foods. I found this app watching TikTok, child. And somebody told me about the Too Good To Go app. And I remember seeing her. I think it's a black woman founder, if I'm not mistaken. She was on Shark Tank. I need to see if I can find the episode. But she basically partners with restaurants in the area to make sure that they don't throw food away at the end of the day. Perfectly good food that they could have sold, but they didn't, so it doesn't go to waste. So people like me ride through the city and be like, you still get to pay for it. It's a super discount. And yeah, I did it yesterday. It was a lot of fun. That's how I ended up in the ghetto, in a smoke shop, y'all. And I do not smoke. First question they asked me was, do you like weed? I was like, no. But they are tied with a bakery, which I had to think about it. I was like, a weed shop and a bakery. Oh, okay. I'm naive. I don't know how to work. But anyway, I was following the food trail, child. And that's where the app led me. In a smoke shop, talking to somebody who was drunk and high. And I had just woke up from a nap, so our brain was kind of on the same level. We both was trying to figure this out. How does this work again? So it was a very ghetto experience. I can't say only in Atlanta, but sure, it was Atlanta. So anyway, I'm glad God brought me safely back to my house. Okay, how many people are eligible for the same grant? Oh, that's a great question. So that's up to the grant. They won't tell you how many applications they're going to take, but they will tell you, how long the applications are going to be open. So get it in before the deadline, and don't wait till the day before. Do it like a week before if you can, or a couple days before. And then B, they can close applications early. They can cut you off. Sometimes their systems may crash because too many applicants. I've had that happen where it wasn't too many applicants. Their system just wasn't working, and I was the only one that said something, and I won that grant. And I think that was hush money. I was like, I'll take it. So that was for a $1,500 grant. And so they may wait until the end where everybody has their applications in, and then they say, oh, we had 400 people apply. So for example, top of this year, one of my grant applications was selected for round 2 of a $50,000 opportunity, and it was selected out of 500. Another grant that I won second place in was selected out of 400. So that means, only one person won above me, but 398 was below us that applied. There's Neek, who joins us live on our TikToks here sometimes. She won a $5,000 grant from City Trends, the store in the hood that sell club clothes. She got a $5,000 grant and won out of 5,200 applications. So they usually don't tell you how many applications they're going to allow, but they will tell you if they close the applications early, or If they want to give more people time to apply so that more people can have the option of winning, they can say, we're going to extend the application deadline by a week. They're known to do that way more than cut the application off because they want to say, we had so many people apply. So whoever they choose to win, it's a bragging right. Like, it was highly competitive. Just like with Ashley, she was one of 40. So if 40 people won $10,000 from L'Oreal, imagine how many people applied, and it was open globally around the world. And you win? Girl, I'm going to brag too. Please. Please. So yeah, and that's what I'm going to tell her too. I just thought of this, to get that number, because sometimes they'll tell you. So I hope that helps. Hello, VC. How are you? Thank you for sharing the live. Toluwap Lope. I can't say it fast. Hey, girl. Thank you for that info. You're welcome. Do you have to pay to apply for grants? Some of them you do. So, I don't know if this was the same grant that had the system crash that I emailed them about and won, but that same organization, they had like a $35 application fee. And then I've applied for a grant with a $19 application fee, with a $10 application fee multiple times. And the way I look at it is, number one, I mean, it's $10. It's $19. It's $35. You barely get a burger these days for that much. So it's like, do I want a Happy Meal or do I want to apply for a grant? So when you look at it like that, there's one organization I've applied to multiple times because I have more than one business. And I think you can apply yearly and for multiple businesses. But also, I know that they come together and pool the application money together and they sow it back into whoever wins the grant. So I always look at it like, I get to sow a seed in the grant winner. Oh, I'm going to win something. The Bible says you reap what you sow. So if I'm sowing into a winner, I'm going to win. It also said rejoice with those who rejoice. So regardless of if I get it or somebody else get it, all our money went into that pool for somebody to win. We rejoicing together because I'm next. Eventually, so that's how I look at it. And also, if it seems legit, if you feel like you can trust it, if they do award people with your type of business or under the theme that you're looking to get a grant for, and they look like they got a good success rate, they've been doing it for a few years, etc., you can reach out to some of the past grant winners and you trust it. We'll throw that out there again. Use their discernment, follow the spirit, let him use you, let him lead you, and then you decide if you're going to invest financially in applying for that opportunity. Because you also don't want $10, $19, $35 to stand in the way of you winning $1,500, $500, $35, because it's a possibility you can get your money back. So that's how I look at it. So I hope that helps. You got to be positive, girl. It's all mindset, child. Is there a follow-up process after you receive the funds? It depends. So there's something called post-grant check-in or post-award reporting. So if you're asking, can they come back and get their money? I haven't heard that in the grant world, more like the PPP loan scam world. But in grants, the goal is whatever you tell them you're going to do with their money, do it. I have heard where they tell you to keep your receipts for what you spend the money on. Because if they do come back and say, I've seen it also where you win a grant, right? And let's say that grant comes back out the following year, and then they bring you back as a speaker in like an information session for people who are there to get information on the grant. And they say, we have our last year's winner. And they say, hey, grant winner, what have you been up to over the last 365 days? What did you finally invest that grant money in? And you like, you better have some proof of funds. What Risa Tisa say, proof of funds? Yeah, right there, like that. That's kind of how that works. So keep your receipts on what you invest in and be able to tell how that grant did bless your business. You did use it for what you said, and there's no worries. One grant that I won, it was a scholarship to go through a 10-month program, and they have so many other opportunities built into it. They just reached out to me 2 days ago to ask me to speaking of, to another group that is going through their training now, but I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so I couldn't do it. Why did I bring them up? Oh, because they are going to stay in touch with me and 100 other people who have won their scholarship that was in my program when I went through it last year. We stay in touch with them for 3 years. So every 6 months, they send us a survey that's telling about our business. They're watching us grow our brand. We have a WhatsApp chat. And so, when we post like what we're doing in our business and stuff, that's how they keep up with what we're doing with what they invested in us. You see what I'm saying? So they be watching. But don't give them no reason to ask no questions. Or if they do, you be like, girl, here go my receipts. Here's what I've been up to. You keep up with that. And so that's what I teach our mentees over at blackwomenandgrants.com. We do something called milestones. So a milestone could be anything. For example, Ashley, she just won the $10,000 L'Oreal grant. She's one of my private coaching clients as well. And in her milestones, we're keeping up with everything. Even when L'Oreal announces that she's won, she's now been featured on L'Oreal.com. Like, how big is that for a brand new beauty brand? Amen? That's a milestone. So when you get in these programs and form these partnerships with these grant check writers, that's a milestone. When you get their grant money and you start investing it, keep up with the milestones. Oh, I was able to go buy a new computer. I was able to write my first book and get it published. I was able to go out and host a workshop in my community. I was able to do exactly what I told you I was going to do with your money. Milestone. Y'all got it? Makes sense? Helping? Let me know. Kanisha says, how do you know who to trust with your business idea? I had that same question about a year and a half ago, Kanisha. So, it's still a good question. It's still out there. One thing you do want is to read the terms and conditions to make sure that, it's either stated that the information is confidential. Make sure you can trust who you're applying for. That's why it's like you got to use your discernment. Because if you go out and do a search for grants or you're just applying to random grants and you haven't done your research, that's no bueno, okay? Not good. Over at blackwomenandgrants.com, the grants that we share with you every month on that 12-month subscription of 3 free list of grants, our grants, number one, they total over $1.2 million in funding that's listed on just one of the lists. And number two, they're vetted and curated by 3 women every month who go out, find these grants, and put them together specifically for being a woman in business in the U.S. And so I share that because it helps to have multiple eyes on the grant. So like one of our mentees that's in our mentorship program emailed me, Kim Ancestry, I don't think she's on here. So say, hey, girl. She emailed me in the middle of the night and she was like, tell me what you think about this grant. And the more I read it, because I have a skilled and trained eye of like, something seemed a little fishy. I told her, I was like, yeah, it seems kind of scammy, but it's up to you if you apply. I can't tell you not to do it. I ain't going to tell you to do it. I'm going to just say, here's what sticks out to me. And so in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com, we break down what to look for in a grant scam. There's some scammers on here right now on my live. They come and try to clone my voice and how I talk. And then they go through my list of 67,000 of y'all that are on our page right here with Black Women in Grants. And they're in your inbox pretending like they're me, asking for your money, saying, hey sis, how you doing? Trying to be me, but you can never duplicate the anointing. So we educate you guys on what to look out for. You talking to some guy in Nigeria, not Dr. AJ Austin in Atlanta, because she's somewhat taking a nap or eating. Amen. Amen. Hope that helps. She said, I block every page. That what you got to do, girl. Report them. TikTok shuts them down. So as far as stealing your idea, be careful of the types of grants that you're applying to. If they're off the bat pressuring you for money and guaranteeing you can win a grant, girl, you're about to get scammed. And they might steal your idea. So that's your baby. But your main goal is to get your idea out. Don't just sit on it. Protect that intellectual property. Get a grant to get your trademark. Copyright your work. Don't share all the details. And a lot of grants will tell you that. They'll say stuff like, if you got the secret sauce to world domination, don't put that in this grant application. We don't want to be responsible for that getting leaked or the wrong person sent. They'll tell you. You don't have to tell us everything. That's why it's better not to focus on just the type of business that you have and how you run it and what you do and what goes into it, unless they ask more questions. And the questions they usually ask are like, who do you help? What problem do you solve? How are you making your money and why should we care? Then they're going to flip it to what we've been talking about all day and what I teach you in the Grant Game Mentorship, which is, how do you give back to your community? What's your social impact? What's your cause? How will you take some of this money and help make the world a better place? They really get away from the business idea, because think about it. I don't know every grant review board in the world, but I do know the ones that I've seen are employed. They're not entrepreneurs. They work for an organization. They may work off of grant funds themselves. However, they getting their check, they eating. They business ain't gonna shut down. They ain't gonna get evicted if the check don't come through. They good. So with that said, they're employees versus entrepreneurs. They don't have an idea to protect. They may not understand your business fully, and it's not your job to tell them every little secret, but you do a little bit of education, but you mostly educate through your story about why you started, why they should care, who you helped, and where they can send a check. You feel me? So it's all about having a strategy of how you apply for these grants, why you apply for these grants, what you say on the application, and there's a way that you don't have to leak your secrets. You don't have to share your intellectual property, and you don't have to worry about your idea being stolen because you ain't telling all your business. You feel me? So some stuff you can leave off the application and put something else in its place, and that's what I teach you guys how to do. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Welcome. What other questions do you guys have for me? And if you're over at blackwomeningrants.com, you'll see we got a book I wrote. It's called Finding Funding. How can you get the book? blackwomeningrants.com. Join us in the mentorship. Where's the book, Dr. AJ? How can I purchase your book? blackwomeningrants.com. Hallelujah. That's our jingle. In the book is 25 secrets to how to find and secure these types of grants that have themes to them. And by the way, y'all can put more numbers in it. I'm happy to chat with you about 60 more seconds or so. Then I'm going to go ride around and sweat even though the sun is gone. Also, we've done some trainings on this. The scammers, what to look out for, what to look for in a grant to make sure that you're eligible, that you're applying, that you're meeting these themes head on for why grants. And what to look forward to after you win. Not just like, can they gonna get this money back? Child, it's the whole process before you even get there. So, and I'm here to walk you through every step of that. Me and Ashley are walking through that now. Follow up, emails, thank yous, video. It's so much that goes into after you win. And maybe we can do a future live on that part and dream a little bit. So y'all can see what it's like, and we can bring you behind the scenes. If you got more questions, go ahead and ask them. Let me know. I was sharing with you that we've also done trainings on insider secrets, stuff I can't share on TikTok because you don't know who on here watching. Child, people on here nosy, you're hustling. So anyway, blackwomeningrants.com. It's $97 to come join us for a year, get mentored. It's usually $997, and people do pay it. They have paid it. Got a request in my inbox now to pay it. But there's a scholarship that'll let you in for $97 for a whole year. One-time payment, year-long access, and there's Klarna and there's Afterpay if you need it, girl. We ain't gonna tell nobody. Go get it. Go get your blessing. The list of grants, links to our partners that the other programs that we've partnered with that'll help you get some mentorship through other parts of your business plan development, etc. Make sure you're really ready to pitch your business for these funds. All that's over there at blackwomeningrants.com. Are there any final questions before we go? Let me know. It's 7 p.m. Wednesday, 95 degrees. Y'all know the rest. What other questions y'all got? Or y'all want to do one more number before we go? You are welcome, Renisha. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Any final questions? How often do I do these live? I'm usually live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I took a nap today. When I take naps, I wake up and do another live because I have more energy. You're welcome. So make sure you follow this page and turn the notifications on so you know when we're live. And as a departure gift to you guys, we're going to do number 12 on the list, which is procurement and operations, which means you're welcome. Just shared it with my wife. I was wondering if this was Vincent or his wife. I see both of y'all in the picture. Vince, you almost got blocked, bro. Thank you for letting me know. No men allowed. I'm just playing. Just shared it with my wife. She would love to hear more. Tell her to come and hang out with us. Number 13 on the list. Nope, that was number... Did I do this right? Yeah, number 12. Procurement and operations. So because we're talking about grant funded opportunities, like where a check may not show up in the mail for a grant, but you can get some skill development around some of the themes of the reason that these corporations and large organizations fund skill development, business training and development programs. There are programs that can teach you procurement. So for those of you who are looking to like do business with the government or business with your city, etc., there are programs that'll walk you through that. I've been through a couple of them and I still don't even want to think about getting into that side of business because it's a lot. But anyway, procurement and operations. So everything from having your job descriptions for the jobs that you do, if you were to hire out, what you would say that person would be expected to do. So if they took over the role of CEO in your business, or chief marketing officer, or chief financial officer, or social media manager, or virtual assistant, executive assistant, personal assistant, if they were to take on those roles, you have your SOPs or your standard operating procedures written out, presentable, and it shows the day-to-day operations of the roles that you run, that you're looking to hire for. There are programs designed to help you put those into place in your business. So when you start growing and getting rid of some of the stuff that you do and hiring out for that, you'll be ready to go. And there are grants that have written checks for these programs to teach you how to do that through, again, procurement and operations type programs. So that's more of skill development versus receiving funding. But again, it's a reason that grants grant grants. Thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk today. I appreciate y'all being here, asking questions, engaging, and joining us over at blackwomenandgrants.com. I see that someone has claimed their scholarship. Give me 1 second. Let me find my tablet here. Let's see if it'll let me. I may have to get up and get my laptop. I always do. You know how you be like laying in the bed, warm under the covers, don't want to move? Girl. My tablet's dead. I got to get up and get the Baperta. So give me a second. I'm going to get up and get the computer. Make sure it's on a charge. And make sure you get your welcome packet and your login link. If you have questions, y'all can still put them in the chat. And if you've joined us over at blackwomenandgrants.com and you got a question, now is a great time to put it. You're welcome to Toluwalape. Can you put your name in Hooked on Phonics style in the chat so I know how to say it? Good evening, Miss Soul Inspired. How are you? Are there any additional questions? Did I miss a question? Sometimes TikTok doesn't show all of the comments and questions, so if you've asked the question and I haven't answered it, I probably didn't see it. I'm not ignoring you. You would know if I was ignoring you, I would tell you. But if you got more questions, you can let me know. Crystal says it was me that claimed the scholarship. Congratulations, scholarship claimer. I'm still getting it together with the laptop, child. Give me a minute. I'm about to let you in the learning portal. Renisha says, love your personality. Very welcoming. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. Somebody asked me another question while I get this going for Crystal. Ooh, wait a minute, Crystal. My laptop is... Oh, I finna say, girl, you is too new to be acting like this, honey. You don't want to... Come on. I guess she was taking a nap, too. Time to wake up. Okay. It's logging on, girl. Give me a minute. I'm going to let you know when I get there. Any final questions, y'all let me know. We've already did our last number for the road. We're going to go through our list again in the future, and I'm gonna come back and tell y'all in the future live about the things that should be on every small business grant application. We started a countdown of the top 10 things, and I want to make sure that you know what it is as you go out and apply for these grants and grant funded opportunities. Okay, I see we got 2 people that claimed their scholarship, so hold on one second. I thought I had my other email pulled up, and I don't. So let me get that pulled up. Now, when you register over at blackwomeningrants.com, there's a second link that should pop up for you saying request access. Vanessa, I see that you requested access. Crystal, did you get that second page that's like, click here to request access or something about requesting access? If not, I could send it to you. But what it is emailing me, letting me know you need to get into the portal. So let me know. You say yes, did it move forward? Okay. Nessa says, I joined, but I'm stuck. I just emailed you, Vanessa. Let me know you got it. Pink says, first time hearing your live, and I have learned so much already. Thank you. You are welcome. Kanisha says, how long is the sale? There's no sale, Kanisha. There's a scholarship. And it's over there today. I can't answer for tomorrow. For tomorrow is not promised unto us, okay? All right. But it's there along with Klarna and Afterpay if you need it. That's all I got, girl. That's all I got. Anyway, hold on. Okay. Are there grants to start an online preschool for special needs? Sure. Why not? Yep. Have you been here with us the whole time, Miss Soul Inspired? Let me know. Okay, so Vanessa has her access. Let's get you access, Crystal. Let me go find your email address really quickly here. Oh, Lord. I thought I had this stuff pulled up. You would think, because I do this all day, every day. There it is. It's just not where it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, let me find Crystal. I think you were first. Yep, there you go. Let me get your email. Got it. All right, and now let me send you an email. You said, no, my apologies for coming in late joining. We forgive you. We love you. So I'm asking because at the beginning of our live together today, we've only been on here for like 59 minutes, almost an hour. Go me. Go me. We said instead of asking the question, is there a grant for my business? Like if you want to start a business or the business that you already have, you turn it into a statement of there is a grant for my business, because the type of grants we win are part of what we call the private sector. That means that they're funded by large corporations, associations, organizations. And okay, Crystal, I got you. I'm working on it now. I'm multitasking, girl. If you don't see the email, please email me. You just reply back to your receipt. But don't reply back with no attitude or nothing, okay? Just say, I ain't get it. God bless you. So yeah, you are getting funding from grants that have been funded by corporations. And I know you don't. Some people do get attitudes though. One lady actually requested a refund, talking about she didn't get her stuff, and she did. And I sent her proof, but I still gave her a refund because we don't like that type of energy here either. Like, girl, take your $97 and go on somewhere here. You're welcome. Okay, but yeah, no, you don't get that vibe. You don't get that vibe. But no, I'm sending it from a second email address too, so I want to make sure you receive it. So that's all. I just want to make sure you get what you came for and more, girl, because we got some good stuff coming. So who was I talking to? Okay, I was answering a question about, oh, Miss Soul, who came in late. I was trying to catch you up, girl. So we win grants based on themes, and we were just going through some of the themes. So, Miss Soul, if you want to throw a number out there, just for you, I'll do a bonus and kind of help you recap on what we've been talking about. Instead of asking, is there a grant? Saying there is a grant, and then giving you an idea of what we call grants for. That's what we've been talking about this whole time. So that's a little recap, little catch up. But if you want to put a number in the chat, I'm happy to give you more of an example of exactly what we're talking about. Hope you can understand that. That was Atlanta coming out of me real quick. Oh, there we go. Does anyone else have a final question? I know I've been saying that for 30 minutes. I feel like a preacher that was supposed to close yesterday. Okay. But because I'm trying to make sure I send Crystal this email before I go, I wanted to answer any final questions. BlackWomenInGrants.com is where to come join us if you want to work with me. Work together for a full year for only $97. Crystal, if you're still here, if you're still listening, if you're still believing, I just emailed you, girl. Let me know you got it. If not, email me. I'm happy to chat. All right, guys, I don't see any questions. Let me scroll through the chat real quick. I just sent Crystal's email. Vanessa got her email. Okay, you said you got it. Yay! Glad to know that. Miss Soul, did you have any other questions for me? Let me know. And that's all I got. Got unstuck. Okay. That's all I got. All right, y'all. Whole Foods is calling my name, child. I didn't know I was going to be on here this long, but here we are. This is my second one of the day. I'll be back probably tomorrow. Y'all pray for me, huh? I am live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, teaching about grants, answering your questions live here on TikTok. It's me, not a scammer, not a spammer. They may be on here with us, but it's me sharing the information live, okay? Y'all have a phenomenal rest of your day, and I will see you soon. For those of you who are joining me over at BlackWomenInGrants.com, I'm checking my emails now, giving you access to log in. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.